Oh yeah, wait, I'll get some video and show you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, it's me Mick.
And I'm Willow.
And today you have joined us. We are in North York Moors National Park. Yes. I get mixed up because you've got the Yorkshire Dales National Park and North Yorkshire, but we're in the North York Moors National Park. We're down the south end of it. And the sun's decided to come out eventually. We've been waiting long enough. Oh, it's beautiful, it's bright. We stayed here last night in the seclusion of the trees. Very quiet. Nice little park up here. We woke up to what I think is a school trip. Birds singing. Yeah, it's definitely a school trip or something. Looks like it's going to be a nice day, thankfully. We've had a bit of a, not, I wouldn't say miserable couple of days, but it's been very grey. Yesterday, when we came here yesterday, we went for a walk, went and seen some pigs. And there's a farm down the bottom of this road. We had a nice walk. Well, I wasn't too keen on pigs. Didn't like the noise they make. She got a bit, you know, I know pigs, we thought, like, I think she just thought they grunt or snort, but they make some funny noises. And they can move quite fast for being heavy little pigs. And obviously they're not very little either. When you're up close and personal to a pig, they're quite large. And so I went and seen these pigs yesterday at the farm. They were a bit skitty and scatty, you know, which I think that's why we last stayed back a bit. The pigs are heavy and we think they're slow and this and that. When you've got 20 pigs on your ass, I think you're up shit creek. Or you could be up shit creek. So we had a nice walk yesterday. Just had to relax in the van because, like I say, the weather was shit. The rain's been on and off, a little bit of sun there. The day before that, we had the grandbairn again, so keeping him entertained. Yeah, so I had a visit up Northumberlandia. Had a visit around there.
We got love that we'll never need to hide. Love will always rise above. Whatever comes, we will be just fine. If I am yours and you are mine. Take my hand and let's fly away to another galaxy. Hold me close, I want to feel your love. Together we are free. Just be with me, just be with me, just be with me. Now we're one with the sun over our heads, and at night we'll be the stars. We can go any place that we want to. I don't care if that's too far. Take my hand and let's fly away to another galaxy. Hold me close, I want to feel your love. Together we are free. Just be with me. Just be with me. Just be with me.
And some nums.
Yeah, so I had a kind of little walk around Northumberlandia. Very windy, it's always windy there.
I think when you go up a height, it always is windy,
Yeah.
isn't it? I'm up the height all the time, thus I am windy.
Windy willow. Willow in the wind.
Willow in the wisp. The wispy willows of windy pops.
Definitely willow in the wind. There's the wind that Warlass gives off. Oh. But yeah, after our walk around there with the bairn, we took him to Plessy Woods for a little walk about, just to finish it day off, you know. But I think after the walk around Northumberlandia, it's a good job I had his pushchair. But not that Plessy Woods was very pushchair friendly, but still, I had fun.
summer came, we can go everywhere. So let's take it to the beach. Girl, it's just you and me. Now the summer came, so we can go everywhere. Let's take it to the beach. Girl, it's just you and me. Now when the summer's here, maybe we can disappear. Maybe we can go away. Baby, there's no need to stay. Now when the summer's here, we can just disappear. Maybe we can go away. Baby, there's no need to stay. The summer came, we can go everywhere. So let's take it to the beach. Girl, it's just you and me. Now the summer came, so we can go everywhere. Let's take it to the beach. Girl, it's just you and me. Now when the summer's here, maybe we can disappear. Maybe we can go away. Baby, there's no need to stay. Now when the summer's here, disappear. Maybe we can go away. Maybe there's no need to stay.
Got his hand stuck. Oh, did Pappy scare you? Yep, the bairn wasn't too scared and is scaring him, like, bless him. Well, you get used to it, plenty of practice and all that, you know. Toughen them up a bit. But we've just arrived here at Harrogate, come along the water, parked up along beside the river here. Mother Shipton's cave is somewhere over in that direction, so we are going to get ourselves sorted, go and take a walk over and see what the crack is. So we came through the pedestrian path, we parked over there, came here because two reasons. First reason is for the vehicle it's £29. Second reason is they don't allow camper vans. What's it, £9 each?
£19 for the both of
So
them.
£9.50. So it's £9.50 per person, but if you've got a vehicle it's £29. With maximum of 5 on it.
Up to 5 in a vehicle.
5 in a vehicle.
Any other person other than that is £9.50 on top of the vehicle price.
Yeah. This river looks lovely. It's very, very picturesque.
Winterland, tell me all your secrets. Fill me in on your wildest moments. Colored trees, your yellow leaves move me. Dancing moves, your painted red shakes the room. When I get there, I'll let my feet roll. When I get there, I'll much deeper, I will shout. Let me know when I get closer, open up the sky for me. When you say I'll dig much deeper, I will shout.
This is the entrance to the cave. This is the Petrifying well. Now the water which comes from a spring a little bit further up, it's a mile underground, comes up over the water forms over the top. It's got its own little formation, comes down here. The water is filled with calcium and other minerals. Now when the water touches something, it forms a layer, and eventually, you know, it casts it what seems like stone. When this was first known, I mean, years ago, the town folk and stuff like that, they thought it was. They thought if you came along down here and you touched the water, you would turn to stone, or there'd be a spell cast on you. Because anything that was touched by the water, obviously over time turns to stone, which you can tell stuff's been hung on here over time, and because the water has formed a layer over it and the minerals and stuff, it's all calcified, which is petrification. It wasn't until the 1700s that physicians were testing the water to realise that you don't get turned to stone, it's just full of minerals. Can you imagine seeing this all that time ago? Before you knew, before electricity, before anything like that, to see stuff getting turned to stone, you probably would shit yourself in case you did get touched by the water and turned to stone. Fascinating. Now go and find walrus.
You meant to dip your right hand in,
Mhm.
make your wish, then take your right hand out and just let the water dry
Alright.
on your hand naturally. You're not meant to wish for harm on anyone or money.
I found walrus at the wishing well, which is right opposite the entrance to the cave. Here I say.
And letting the wish dry and help you. Yes, it's vibrating on a cosmic level.
You have entered this legendary cave where over 500 years ago a baby was born during a thunderstorm. The baby was named Ursula and was reputedly born disfigured and twisted. Townsfolk heard about the birth and said a witch had been born in the cave next to the magic well. Mother and daughter lived in this cave for 2 years until eventually the Abbot of Beverley intervened. The mother, Agatha, still would not reveal the father's identity and volunteered to spend the rest of her days in a convent in Nottinghamshire. The father was never traced. The abbot found a local family to provide a home for the young Ursula. As she grew into a young woman, it was clear she was very different. Her spine was twisted, her shoulders haunched, and she was unable to walk without the aid of a stick. She was constantly taunted. For peace and quiet, she would walk in the forest surrounding her birthplace, picking wild herbs and flowers. But Ursula had a gift. She could predict the future. She predicted small local events at first, but she developed her powers almost as quickly as her reputation spread. People travelled miles to visit her here in this cave and ask what the future held for them. The famous historian Samuel Pepys grimly recorded in his equally famous diaries during the Fire of London that Mother Shipton's prophecy had come true. At the age of 24, she married a local carpenter, Tobias Shipton, and people said that he must have been under the influence of one of her love potions or spells. When he died 2 years later, again, local people blamed Ursula. Even though she never had children, she became known as Mother, and later Old Mother Shipton. This was a commonly used mark of respect for an old woman in those days. She died aged 73 in 1561. She, of course, predicted her own death to the day. No one knows where she is buried. All that is known is that she was denied a church burial. The most popular theory is that she was buried by friends in a secret ceremony in an unmarked grave, somewhere in the forest that she loved and spent so much time in. In the 1600s, Mother Shipton became a household name, with many pubs named after her, puppet shows and fortune tellers using her name and image, even her own brand of soap. Before you leave, be sure to make a wish in the wishing well. Wishes have been made at the back of the Petrifying well for hundreds of years. Many visitors come back regularly just to make a wish and swear they come true. Thank you for visiting Mother Shipton's cave, and we hope you have a magical day.
As beautiful as this is, I wouldn't leave the woods either. Because that's what Mother Shipton seemed to do, was just live in the woods. Sounds a lot like a lot of other, you know, like wizards used to do, like Merlin, who was classed as a wizard. Merlin, he lived in the woods. Other witch we were reading about another witch who lived in the woods. You know, that's where they find most witches, really, in the woods. See, everyone thinks of a witch as evil, and it's not. It's just somebody who's connected.
To nature and
Connected to nature, yeah. Surrounded by butterflies. It's a whole spirituality thing. That's how I'd definitely much rather live in the woods. Build myself a tree house. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Yeah, I'd just like to ask you, please, if you like what you see, would you mind subscribing, hitting the like button, and clicking the bell notification? It really help us grow the channel and help us get out there more and explore. Back to the video. Cheers. The jumpers have come off. It's starting to get really warm. Yeah, so we're going to have a wander into town, see if we can. My belly feels like my throat's being sliced open. Beautiful, beautiful place this, so. Knaresborough, is it?
Knaresborough.
Knaresborough. Quirky and picturesque.
Yeah, it looks like, what is them houses? Like Tudor.
Tudor houses, yeah. Getting nice and warm.
Yes, you now would believe in why in actually summertime, because the last couple of weeks has been so grey. So I don't know, it's not even been like it's overly raining or anything.
No.
Well, not where we've come from anyway.
It's just, it can't make its mind up, can it?
Nah. We're ready for the sunshine.
Yeah, top the tan up because the tan's starting to disappear.
Mine's washing away in the shower and things now.
Well, we'll catch you in a bit. Comes a little. Oh, yeah, I see a little. It's quite some size, isn't it? Corn grapes, fish and chips restaurant. So yeah, we're going to have some fish and chips, mushy peas, obviously. We've got a special for senior citizens, 65 and over. So I was going to try and pass for a lass up at 65.
You're cheeky.
Well, not right. Yeah, it was a very nice fish. A very nice fish. The batter was nice. Yeah, the batter was. It wasn't full of grease, you know. And so yeah, definitely recommend that restaurant if you're ever in Knaresborough and you're looking for somewhere to grab some quick food, because you won't start waiting ages. It's like it's basically it's just like a chip shop, isn't it? It's like a takeaway with a restaurant on the side. Yeah.
Bet your Coleman's in back home will be about that, if not more.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was £27.40 for 2 fish and chips and 2 coffees, so it's not that bad. You know, try and find my way back to the van. found a nice little park up next to Brimham Rocks, I believe it's called. It's a formation of rocks that apparently is a National Trust treasure. So we're going to go and have a walk along there and see if we can find them. We found the park we found, it's got a lovely view. There's some little dome things over in the distance. I don't know what they are. I'm intrigued to know what that is. I'll find which way to go now.
Up and high in a tent of clouds, stormy as the wind, hanging my dark face, calling my forces in a land of careless dust. In a land of careless dust. Flee or flight, it's the only right. When you're chasing saints, hanging my dark face, calling my forces in a land of careless dust. In a land of careless dust. I bet this time I keep it real. The only thing that sticks within, ray of light bursting down. I know this time I'm fine. When I close my eyes, no small miles, I'm pouring down this heavy rain. We'll get the sun. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. Lucky star inside my heart, reveal your Milky Way, hanging my dark face, calling my forces in a land of careless dust. In a land of careless dust. I bet this time I keep it real. The only thing that sticks within, ray of light bursting down. I know this time I'm fine. When I close my eyes, no small miles, I'm pouring down this heavy rain. We'll get the sun. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. When I close my eyes, no small miles, I'm pouring down this heavy rain. We'll get the sun. I'm ready for you. I'm ready.
So there's all these rock formations. When we came here, I thought there was one, maybe it's two, because that's all I've seen on Google. And when we're getting here, the whole area is just it's almost like giants have had a rock fight. But the way the formations are, I mean, there's even a smiley face there.
I know, isn't it cute, that one? I've just seen snakes.
Yeah. How they've formed like this, it is absolutely amazing. I've just been to the top. It's beautiful. It's just, my mind gets puzzled when I see stuff like this, because I like to know how things work, how things are the way they are. This, you just, I don't know there's a way of explaining this, because the way some of the rock looks, some of the rocks look like they've melted. Some of them's just been chucked on top of others. It's mad. But it's amazing though. Absolutely amazing.
Look at them, the way they're balanced on the top.
Like I say, this is unexplainable. I mean, this, even that looker. Like it almost looks like it should be on the bottom of an ocean or something. I don't know. But it's so unexplainable and it is awesome and wacky and just I cannot get my head around it. But wow. I think we'll leave you guys here while we get lost. So thank you for joining me this week, guys. If you like what you see, please remember to subscribe, hit that thumbs up.
And ding on the bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And we'll catch you guys next time.